All right, guys, big one today. These Dairy Queen Braves are, they're a well-coached bunch. You guys are gonna have to be focused. Remember, we worked on all week, the signs, the bunt defense side of this. We gotta be aggressive. Those of you that can't hit it all, non-athletic ones, remember, I'm not gonna point you out in front of your peers. We're not swinging, okay? If you can get hit by a pitch, get hit by a pitch. All right? I think if we fundamentally do the things we've been taught, I think we should beat this team. Let's get out there, let's stretch, throw a little bit, and let's get ready to play.
Woke up this morning, playing ball is done. Nene always said, you are the chosen one. She said, you're 1 in 11, you've got a bird to shine. You were going under a bad Woke up this morning, playing ball is done. Playing ball is done. Playing ball is done.
You guessed it. Tim's comeback attempt failed. But now he's moved on to something new to keep him busy.
There's our wreath collection. So we have wreaths of all sizes, shapes. And they all have some kind of symbolic meaning to the family. I'm just not sure what it is. That's a big cock we received last Valentine's Day on the kitchen table. When they tore down the house next door, which was torn down for criminal reasons, I found a ladder, pressure washed it, hung it on the wall when there was no one home, sideways. And then since then, I've been creating a Funko collection. This is TV and movies, 80s, 90s. Wheezy Jefferson, George Jefferson, Special Agent Orange from Trading Places, MacGyver. You'll notice if you're able to get close enough that he is holding a Swiss Army knife, which just kind of shows you the detail that Funko uses.
Back at the yard, the new equipment is starting to roll in, and Dallas is busy getting things organized.
So from about here to here these are the ones that we just got. I mean, they look like, I don't know, they just needed a little refreshment. These crates have all different stuff in them. This is just right full of arresters. And so some will go into tanks, but some are just extras. It's just so many little things, like take the old decals off, put your new decals on. When you look in here, we add, a few extra things. We put some hoses with them, and we put our igniters in. We, get it ready to go that way. Sometimes they add a second heater. We run 2 Cat-O-Nine heaters in them, and just little tweaks. But, every time you start on something, like by the time you get a welder out and you get everything flanged up, it takes a week for each one.
Meanwhile, in Red Deer, things have come full circle for Tim. You know what they say, those who can't do, teach.
Yeah, I just need to head up and see the Jackson family. I just want to sit down and talk to them about what I see for their kid, Cheyenne Jackson, 7-year-old. Honestly, since we're not at their home yet, terrible athlete, no upside. There's not enough training or money I could charge his parents to create any value there. Oftentimes, if in my case, if I'm a little short of money, 80% of the parents you can go to exaggerate their kid's ability, charge the parent for a brief lesson with the child, and sort of augment your income through sort of an exaggeration of what the future holds for that child. I'm going to head up there and let them know that Cheyenne won't be playing this year, but will be on the team, and I have made eligible for some of my advanced training at a preferred rate of $195 an hour. So once we hit the Jackson home, then I have zero doubt I'll convince both parents that with a little training, Cheyenne's probably going to play in the big leagues one day. So it's sort of a two-pronged approach for me. I coach, which gives me credibility because it appears as though I like the kids and I like the game. And then I'm able to leverage that into these relationships, of which I slowly pull money from those families by claiming that their children are, you know, 1, maybe 3 more lessons away from playing at Arizona State. He's going to be a small kid. He's not going to be very good. It is a complete waste of money for them, but certainly not for me. I won't waste the money once I receive it.
Before we even acquired all that other equipment and parts, this is just mainly parts. So some of it's arresters. All the stuff needs to be somewhere. Hoses for igniters that go up flare stacks or to supply the tanks with propane. Then you got dump valves, you got ESD valves, you got back pressure valves. You just look at this place and we already have this little shop full. We got to do something else. We can't just have this. So we've added onto our yard and we're going to add another shop, like a cold storage, where we're going to keep all this, and we're going to have it so that you can have overhead doors, drive in with a forklift, put pallet racking up, and then the guys aren't walking back and forth from our other shop, and then it'll be a nice change for everybody to have that.
I've had some issues with the kids understanding the signs that I'm using this year. A lot of them, I use sort of an indicator, and then each portion of my body is a numeric value. Another part of my body is either a division reference or multiplication. And then each act is another value. Hot. Signs coming up. Irrelevant, 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 indicator. Boom, here we go. Something's about to happen. 3 times 3. Irrelevant, irrelevant, irrelevant. Obviously, that's a squeeze. And what's happened is we've missed all the signs, and that's not going to continue. To me, to simplify the signs is just enabling these millennials to stay uncommitted to anything. The second half of the year, we do some pitching, so fastball, curveball, slider, forkball. We've had some hand size issues with the forkball, just getting that grip, but I either need to find kids with bigger hands or some kind of device that we can stretch their fingers with, or something has to change. But we do have a bit of a grip problem. That was a disaster. A f***ing disaster. I'm so sick and tired taking time out of my schedule to bust my ass for your sorry millennial asses. Come out here. Everything I taught you all week's out the window. No focus. Selfish bunch of kids. Got to listen to your parents cry and email me about what position you should play. In my opinion, none of you should play any position. I'm sick of it. Those Dairy Queen kids come in here, we treat them like they're the Yankees. Disgusting. Absolute. Oh, wipe the tears away, Caden. You're the biggest problem. Quit crying. I'll tell you what, I'll see you at practice Tuesday night, and if your performance and attitude isn't better than this, we can run the whole practice. We can run the rest of the season for all I care. But I'm personally embarrassed by all of you. And I'm embarrassed by your parents for raising you.